In this video, I'm scouting two completely different areas about 75 miles apart for Colorado black bear. I've set up cameras in areas I know to have bears, or found really well-used trails in areas that should hold bears with a lot of scrub oak, etc. This was the first area I scouted. Found some nice little bucks. Only a little bear sign, and way too much human activity. So I moved my cameras out of here, looking for a better area. There's my foot. That's a huge rock. And you see, antholes. Bear did that. I set my cameras up high, out of sight and out of reach of thieves. And then I simply angle them down to get good shots of game. I really love this tool. It's quick and easy. We're done. I set 4 cameras in one area, about 75 miles from here, and set 5 here. So I've got a little while before my season, so I've got time to move them. And really, I've got most of them in low areas, but I really want to get up on top of these ridges and set my cameras in between, you know, in the canyons. But the roads are just too bad. I can't get up there. So we'll check the cameras in 2 to 3 weeks and then see if we need to move them. If I can get up on top of the ridge, we'll move some up in there. I set up all these cameras next to a creek in a long, narrow canyon. This camera is in the same canyon next to the creek, but at a mouth of another canyon. I've scouted this area once before, and when the season started, the wildlife disappeared. And while my cameras were out, the creek in this area dried up. So I decided it just wasn't a good bet and moved my cameras out of this area, deciding to stick with another area I had cameras in. So because the creek dried up in the other area, and after my first camera check here, I decided that this is the area that I'm going to hunt. Got some good bears here, good water, plenty of cover, semi-open areas. So I'm going to stick with this area for my fall bear hunt. So this is the west side of a mountain, and I'm setting up a Tasco camera on this well-used trail. I've got about 12 cameras, and depending on what camera check, I may add or subtract a camera, but right now I've got about 6 on this particular mountain. There's a creek at the south end of this mountain, so it's a good choice for hunting, as there's plenty of wildlife coming to and fro the creek, and plenty of cover. So I checked that camera. I can't look at the pictures till later. I had an older card in that one. So we're going to find another trail over here and set up another camera. Okay, I like the looks of this. Doesn't show that it's well used, but there's a lot of grass laying down, so it's being used. Let's check it out. This turned out to be a really good trail for a camera, as I had a couple of bear, bull elk, and some deer on this trail. So we're going to set up a camera right there. I set this camera at the edge of a semi-open area next to tall scrub oak on a really well-used trail.